Okay, to show you how the live wells work. We have a switch on the dash. We did have to run a new power wire to it. The power wire was bad. Which switch is it?
It just says live well.
It says live well on it. Okay, so you got two stand pipes. Take that stand pipe out for me. This is how it was rigged originally. That pipe right there, okay, that's an overflow pipe. You stick it in the middle, there's a hole, go ahead and stick it in. And then at the top, if you'll kind of point, there's a nozzle underneath there where he's pointing that brings the water in. And then there's a cap you can put on that nozzle he's got in his hands right there. If you just want to fill one live well and not the other, you can cap one off and it'll just fill one or the other. Okay, that's the factory setup. So now we've got the boat in the water, so we're gonna turn the pumps on, our pump. It actually just has one pump, and you can see, can you take this phone? Don't drop it, please. And film that, turn it the other. And you can see it's filling up. Okay. So that's filling up, and when it gets to the top of those overflow pipes, it's just gonna run out. There is a port on each side of the boat, right there. See that port? When you take the boat out of the water, or if you pull that pipe out, then each live well will drain out the side, one for this side and one for the other side. That's how you drain them. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff. We're gonna let them fill up and we're gonna let them overflow. So I'm gonna pause this video just so we can let them fill. Takes a few minutes to fill. I'd say, you know, less than 5 minutes for sure, but you're filling it with seawater. Also, there's a water hose connection right on the inside, right there. You take that cap off, you can stick a water hose on there and you can fill the live wells with a water hose if you wanted fresh water, or to, you know, do whatever you want with them. So the idea here is you can just turn the live well pump on and just let it run. That way you got fresh water going in and out of there and keep your bait alive or fish alive. We're gonna let him fill up. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. He's checking everything for leaks. No leaks, he said. And we'll walk around the other side real quick. I should have got on the boat, but they got it kind of in the middle of the tank. I couldn't get on it easily. It's not 1,000 degrees out here yet. This one's a little further from the side. But it's filling up. And as soon as those fill up all the way, they'll overflow. And it'll maintain its level. Just remember, if the pump is running, you're running your battery down. So you got two batteries, so you want to switch to one battery when you got the pump running, and then if you need to start your engine, that battery might be dead or low, switch it to the other battery, start the engine up, and then switch it back to both batteries so the engine will charge the two batteries. How full are we? Just about getting near the overflow. Yeah, we got the boat at a pretty good angle, so I think it's gonna give us a little bit of, not gonna work exactly like it's supposed to with the boat at this angle, but it'll be close enough to show that it's functioning. Now I wonder if, when you shut that pump off, if these will drain accidentally or automatically, or will they hold? They should hold, right? And then the only way to drain it, I wonder if you can drain them in the water, since that water pressure is higher than the water down there. That probably would drain into the lake, but be careful if you do that, you're gonna lose your bait. They're gonna go out the drain. There we go, we're approaching the overflow. We got nice mosquitoes running around here and love bug season. Winter time is getting close, or fall. So there we are, we're getting close to the overflow. And that's a big overflow, that's 1.5 inch pipe. So that's a bigger overflow than the pipe coming in. It's probably twice as big, maybe even bigger. That way it can handle anything, and it won't overflow the tank. So like we had talked about before, like I was thinking, you won't accidentally overflow your tank and fill your boat full of water. So there it is, it's starting to flow over. Now let's just see if it'll maintain its overflow. And we're starting to get some bubbles out the side there, purging. Right, you can see that it's purging the air out. Looks like it's doing okay so far. Now that's a 500 gallon per hour pump. If that thing had a bigger pump, it might not overflow well. So if that thing overtakes that, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to shut the pump off, and it looks like it's overtaking it a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's overtaking it. So I wonder if you can, if the nozzle that feeds it, if you can just slow the nozzle down.
Yes, you can with these.
Oh, those are twist, you could just slow it down.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that would be your regulator, right? So go ahead and try that. Regulate that a little bit. So that little nozzle, how does that nozzle work? You just, how far you stick it?
And then screws in.
Okay, so you can just unscrew it a little bit and it'll reduce the amount of water coming in. And then you just got to find your happy spot so that you're not overflowing the bait well. And if you do overflow it, you're going to see it, and you can just turn it off for a minute and let it equalize. And
I think whenever you get on the plane, it'll start draining.
oh yeah, if you're on plane, if you're moving, yeah, it'd probably drain a lot better, especially because this angle we have the boat and everything else. So anyway, you just got to play with it to find your happy spot to where they're not overfilling or underfilling, you know. And they're not going to underfill, but you want to make sure you're getting water in there. Anyway, that's pretty much it on the live wells. And I tell you what, do me a favor, and you can see the level went down by itself. You turn the pump off, so go ahead and turn it on again. Now he's reduced the incoming water by turning that little valve, just like a water faucet kind of, just reduce the flow in. Did it reduce it?
Yes.
Okay, so that reduces the flow in, doesn't hurt the pump at all, okay? That pump can even run dry and it won't hurt it, but you shouldn't run it dry. So that looks like it's reduced it and it's taking care of it, right? Now it's kind of matched. So now the overflow is working good. So looks like it might need just a little bit more reduction. Will it reduce any more?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can close it off even more. Just so long as you got some water coming out of there. You don't need a lot, just a little bit of water coming in there. You want to open those valves when you're filling it so you can fill it quickly, and then go in there and close those valves to minimize it so you can manage the overflow and you're not overflowing the well into the boat. Make sense? All right, turn the pump off and let's pull the freaking pipe out. That's how you drain it. Pull that pipe. You just pull that out. Those are replaceable pipes, and she'll start draining. He's got both. Do what? You got to watch, the drain holes can be clogged up with something too. So, you know, that's a pretty big pipe at the bottom. It could have some dirt daubers built up inside there or something. And go ahead and get on the tractor. Let's pull this out and let's see how these are draining. Block them both back off again real quick. And let's monitor how they're flowing when we take it out of the water to see if they're doing like they're supposed to do. And maybe we've got, I mean, we never messed with the drain hoses, so, but if they got debris up inside of them, then we might need to stick something in there and clean them out. Going, a little more. Turn. All right. Okay, now that's just water in the pipe, but he's gonna pull this plug out. Okay, so this one's not flowing very good. It's got something clogged in it. Let's check the other side. That one's flowing pretty good right there, right? But that other side must have a restriction. You can see it's flowing about half as much. So we'll take an air blower and we'll just blow down in here and blow that out. Maybe take our fish tape, you know, and Kind of stick it down in there gently and see if there's some debris up inside there. Been sitting a while, not being used. Could be anything up inside that hole. At any rate, they are draining. It's just not very fast. This one's going down pretty good. Anyway, that's it. That's the live well situation. So we're gonna tidy that up a little bit more, get your ice chest seat in, and we should be good to go. He's taking the drain plug out. Is that his drain plug? Okay. It's a shop drain plug. All right. That's it.